Hi, welcome to Madras Academy. In this session, we are going to learn about functions, user defined functions. What is function? Function is a set of instruction. So why we are creating the function? When a program become too many long, to simplify the code we are using function. We already learned about a predefined function, okay, such as upper, lower, length, everything, reverse, everything we already written in a previous session. But in PHP we have more than 1,000 built-in function, or we can call as a predefined function. In the same way, we can create a custom functions also, or we can call as a user defined function. Okay, it is a block of code. We can execute the code repeatedly while we call the function name. Okay, so how to create the function, we'll see that. Using function keyword, we need to create the function in PHP. Okay, step 1, first we need to write the function definition. Okay, so how to write the function definition? Function, function name, curly bracket open, close. Inside that you can write any code whatever you need. Okay, so we need to write a curly bracket open, close. While we writing the function definition, no need to put a semicolon here. This is a way to write the function definition, and here it is a function name. I used a display like that, everything in a lowercase. Okay, like this way we need to write the function name, and display employee details like that. If you are going to write now, display employee E capital letter, detail E capital letter, without space we have to write it. I'll tell you in practical session how to write the function name and what is the format, everything I will explain you. Just here I am writing the display function name. Okay, this is a function definition. How we can find this is a function definition? We have curly bracket opening, closing, right? So using that we can find the function definition. Okay, so once the function definition, that is your code, is completed now, then the second step, we need to call the function. Okay, we need to call the function, and here uh, after the function definition we need to call the function. Okay, then only the code will execute. If I'm not calling this function, the code will not execute. So how to call that function? Using function name we need to call. And what is the function name? Display, right? So using this name, see, in this I call the function. So once I call the function, we need to put a semicolon here. Okay, like this way we need to call the function. This is function definition and this is a function calling method. Okay. Next up, type of functions. So how many types of functions we are having? Void type function, return type function. In both void type and return type, we can write without argument, with argument function, without argument, with argument. Here also we can write it. And what is without argument, with argument, and how to create the void function and the return type function? We'll see it in a practical session. Okay. Before that, start the XAMPP server and open the htdoc location, and we'll start write the code there. Okay. I already started the server, and this is my previous class code string handling. Okay, I'm going to use the same web page folder for function concept, and I'm just modifying this code. I will delete it this. Okay. So this is a function, right? User defined function. Okay. So here also I will write user defined function or custom function. Okay, so we'll see the output. So now the custom function heading and user defined function, everything is created here. And now first I'm going to explain about void type function. Okay, using without argument. Okay, without argument I'm going to write the function. So this is my first function. Okay, void type without argument. Okay, and here I'm going to write a start tag, and inside that, using function keyword, we need to create the function. I'm going to create the display function. Okay, and here I just directly am using echo welcome Chennai. Okay, so this is the message I'm going to print it in H4 tag. Okay, so I'll write the start tag and end tag. So now the function definition is completed. Okay, I written some code here. See, once I refreshed, the output will not execute. Why? Because I returned the definition, but I didn't call this function. Okay, so for that, we need to write a display, that function name like this. Here itself, we are having an echo, right? So it will automatically print the output. Okay, we'll see the output. So we'll get the output like this. Okay, and in the same way, I will return one more function. And here I'm using function. I'm going to give the addition. Okay, and here I'm going to write dollar symbol a equal to 150, dollar symbol b equal to 50, dollar symbol c equal to dollar symbol a plus dollar symbol b. And here I'm going to write an echo within double quotation and write the h4 tag, and inside that, sum of two number, dollar symbol c. Okay, and close the h3 tag and put semicolon. See, I returned the function definition for addition, but the function is not called. We need to call that function, then only the code will execute. So here, this is a function name. I just call that function. So now I can get the output here. Okay, then how many times I'm going to call this function, that much of the time the code will execute again and again, and not in the same file. If you need to write it uh, in a separate tag, or wherever you need, you can write it. Okay, so I'm getting in same line. Why? Because I didn't return a end tag here. Okay, so that's why it's printing in the same line. Now it will printing in the next line. So how many times you are going to call that function, that much of the time the code will execute again and again. Okay, and here in this both function, see, I'm not having any argument within a parenthesis. I didn't return any argument, and this is a void type function. Okay, so how I find it? This is a void type function. Now here in that function, if you have echo, okay, that function will automatically print the value. So no need to write the print statement outside of the function. Okay, so here itself it will print, so we can identify whether it is a void type or return type, like that. Okay, so once you call that function, echo is there now, it will print the output there itself. Okay, so like this way we can print, and you can write any code whatever you need. In the same way you can write for the subtraction, multiple, or if you need to write any switch case program inside that. Okay, you can write anything. And I will write one more function, function check. Okay, like that I'm going to create it. And here I'm using dollar symbol f and o equal to 10, dollar symbol s and o equal to 10. Okay, I'm going to check if a dollar symbol f and o is greater than equal to dollar symbol s and o. Okay, so here first number echo, in echo we can write it in h3 tag. I'm going to write first number is greater than second number. Okay, so close that h3 tag. Okay, like this you can write it. Otherwise we can write a else code also. Okay, we can write a else block. Sorry, else here we can write a flower raise open and close, and here it is first number, right? First number, and in this we need to write a second number. Okay, so but here I'm having same value. What I'm going to do here, I'm having an equal to symbol also. In that time it will print the this else block message. Okay, see, I'm having a 10 and a 100 right now, and I need to call that function here. So function name is check. Okay, so once I call this function, you just refresh it. So now the second number is greater. Okay, now here if I have 1000, first number is greater, so like that it will print. Okay, so like that you can write any logic. Here I return if else. If you need to write switch case, looping, anything, we can write it inside that. Okay, so once you call that function code will execute. Okay, so that's it. So here now you are able to understand why did I function, how to write it without argument. Now next we will see the same thing, but here I'm going to write second one with argument. Okay, with argument, how to write, we'll see that. Okay, here I'm going to write a start tag and end tag, and we'll write a void type function with argument. Okay, so what I'm going to plan, I'm going to write a function first. Okay, so display details, like that I will plan it. Okay, so here I'm going to write a argument variable value. So I'm going to display name, dollar symbol, age, dollar symbol, mobile. Okay, so I'm going to pass three argument display detail. Okay, so what are the argument I'm having here? If you need to print that value directly, we can use echo, and here we can write h3 tag, and here you can use a name, right? First one is name, dollar symbol, name. Okay, like that way you can write for all the variable. Okay, you can write for all the variable directly. This variable value will assign here, and it will print the output. Okay, like that way we can write it. And the another way, for age and mobile, what I'm going to do, I'm going to write dollar symbol user age. Okay, like that I'm having one variable, I'm going to declare one variable. In that I'm going to assign the age. Okay, and in the same way user mobile. Okay, this is one variable, and whatever the values I'm going to collect in that argument variable, I'm going to assign that value to this user mobile. Okay, like this way you can assign it, and you can print the value here, that is age, and here it is mobile. Okay, user age, and here it is user mobile. Okay, like this we can print it. Okay, now I need to call this function. Okay, so here itself I'm having an echo message, so we will consider this is a void type. So how to write it, how to call that function, come out of the function, and here we need to pass the three arguments. See, it's coming here. Okay, so here you can write John, and what is the age, we will write it in integer number. And for a mobile also, if we need to write a number, you can write it like this. Okay, so put one semicolon, this value, argument value, will assign to this variable, and this age and the mobile, I created a separate variable inside the function. This is a local variable, and it will assign the argument variable value to the local variable. Okay, and here using that local variable, I am printing the value for user age and user mobile. Instead of that, if you need to print direct argument value for the name na, directly also we can call that variable name like this. Okay, so I'm having two demo in this. I save and I call the function, right? Just we'll go to the browser and we'll refresh it. See, argument. Okay, so we'll get all the output. Okay, so like this way also we can write it. Okay, and I will create one more function. So here I'm going to create a function, and here I'm going to write login. Okay, so login, and for that I'm using username, that is dollar symbol username, and dollar symbol password. Okay, flower brace open and close. This is a function definition. And if you need write a local variable, you can write username dot dollar symbol of username like this. Okay, and for the password I'm not assign. If you need to assign, you can declare some other variable, you can assign the password there. Okay, so here what I'm going to do, I'm going to check the condition. Okay, so dollar symbol username is equal to admin. Okay, and we can write a and symbol dollar symbol password. Okay, that argument variable I'm directly using to check the password. So admin at 123. If the condition is true, it will enter into this block, else it will enter into this block. Okay, and here we can write the echo message, echo within double quotation h3 tag welcome admin. For admin also directly we can call the uname. Okay, so not a problem. So h3, close it. Okay, and then copy this and paste it here. Okay, and here sorry, try again. Okay, so whatever the message you need, you can write it. Okay, that's it. Login form is completed right now. So once I call that login form, see, login within a parenthesis I need to pass the user ID and the password. So I'm going to pass client. Okay, but I need to pass admin. Instead of that client I'm passing and the client. Okay, so in this time it will print sorry, try again, right? And again I'm going to call that, and here I'm using admin. If any one of the condition is true, it will automatically enter into the any one of the condition is false, it will automatically enter into the false block. So in that time also it will print the false message. Okay, at last I'm going to pass the proper input admin at 123. So in this time it will print welcome message. Okay, so just see the output for that. Okay, so this is a login form code, sorry, try again, client, and here also sorry, try again, client at admin at 123, and here admin at 123. Okay, so in that time it will print welcome. Okay, so like this way we can create the login form function definition. Okay, now you understand the concept how to write the void type function using without argument and with argument. Similarly, we'll see the return type function. I will create a return type functions here. Return type function using without argument. Okay. This one is third. We'll refresh it. Return type function without argument. Okay. I think that is an H1 tag. Return H2. Okay. This 3 inside that. Okay. Now we'll see the return type function. Okay. I will return a start tag and a end tag. Inside that I'm going to write a function show. Okay, so without argument. So here I'm going to write return welcome user. Okay, This is a return type function. So here in this function definition, I'm not having a echo. Okay, so once I call that function, we need to write echo, and then we need to call that function. Then only it will print the output. Okay, so here I'm using the functions like this string concatenation method to call that function. Okay, so close it, and we need to put a semicolon. Okay, in between we need to call the function. Okay, so if I call this function like this, see, once I refreshed, it will print welcome user. Okay, in echo we need to call that function. Okay, this is one way, and the another method I will write it here. Function name is multiple. Okay, so I'm going to multiple of two number. Okay, so for that, see, I'm going to use the same code. For addition I return, right, this one I just copy it from here, and you can print it here, and this is for the addition, right? So I will change that, sorry, addition we return, and this is for a multiplication. Okay, and here you can write multiple. Okay, and no need write an echo, instead of that we need write return. Okay, now if I call this function, we need to return this value. Okay, previously, see, in this show function I'm not having an h1 tag and all here. Okay, so normal format I'm printing one string message. So once I print that format here, I need to print it in a h1 tag. So for that I return like this. But here in this multiplication function, I'm having a format, h4 format I already given here. Okay, so here we need to write h4. Okay, h4 format I already written, and there also I think I need to do it this one, h4. Okay, so I already created the format here. Okay, so no need to call that format separately. Okay, so you can directly call that function name here using echo. So multiple like that. Okay, so directly it will call that multiple function, and it will print the output. See, so this is a multiple function definition and function calling method. Okay, so like this way we need to call the return type function without argument. I'm not passing argument here. See. Okay, so any doubts in this? And similarly you can do any other program in this. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to write with argument. Okay, so we'll write one more h2 tag. This is for the fourth one, return type function with argument. Okay, so here I will write a PHP start tag and end tag, and inside that we'll write the function definition. So function name is what we need to do. Here we'll give add. Okay, so I need to pass the argument. So dollar symbol x comma dollar symbol y. Close it, and this is a function definition, and we need to write a return dollar symbol x plus dollar symbol y. Okay, so this is our argument function like this way. See, I'm going to create addition, subtraction, and multiple. Okay, sub. This is for the subtraction, and this is a multiple. Okay, this is for the multiple, and I need to call this function. Okay, function name is display, like that, display value, like that I will create one function. Okay, and this function I am going to, what is this, multiple, oh, multiple multi, okay, like that I will write it. So in this page I already created the multiple function, right? So that it will display the error message, so I will use multi. Okay, so now I'm having addition, subtraction, multi. So these are the function name, and using this display function I need to call. So I'm having three functions, so I need to call the choice. Okay, I'm going to use the choice variable, and here what I'm going to do, I'm going to write a if condition. Okay, if dollar symbol choice is equal to 1, in that time I need to call the addition. Okay, so for that I'm going to write echo within double quotation h3 tag, and start tag, end tag, we need to write it first. Okay, close it, and in between we need to call the add function, and here we need to pass the two value, right? So 15 comma uh, 15. Okay, now I'm going to copy this, and this is addition, right? We will write addition. Okay, and copy this and paste it one more time, and here if else if, and then else, that's it. Okay, and this is the second choice, right? 2, and this one is third choice, and here we need, right, subtraction, right? Sub, and here 150, 15 minus 5, like that we will do it, and this is for the subtraction, so we'll write subtraction, and here it is multiple, and here we need to use multi. Okay, so 15 into 5. Okay, that's it. So if I used wrong input 1 2 3 instead of that any other input if I given, no, so in that time I need to print a message like invalid choice. Okay, this message I need to print it. That's it. I'm having display value function, and using this display value I'm going to call this function. This is a function calling method. Okay, so once I call this display value function here, see, display value function here, and here you can write a choice. Okay, so this is a void type function, so no need to write a uh, echo here. Okay, directly you can call, but see in this multi and addition, subtraction, this and all return type function, so I used echo. Okay, so here I'm going to give a first choice, so it will automatically enter into this choice variable, and this choice variable is value will compare with this one. If the condition is satisfied, it will enter into this block, and here we are having add function, so it will automatically go to this add function, and using whatever the values we have passed 15 15 now, so that value will be assigned to this x and y calculation, and final result whatever we are getting, that will be printing here. Okay, in the same way, if I used choice 2, the second choice, third, no, third choice, like that the program will execute. So I save, just will see the output for this. See, addition. Okay, so if I give 2, that subtraction code will execute. Okay, if I give 3, this is a function calling method, from one function to another function I'm calling directly. Okay, so like this we can write. If I used some other value, in that time it will print invalid choice. Okay, so like this way the function calling method will execute, and here I used a void type function with argument and a return type function with argument. Everything we are having in this in last. Okay, like this way we need to create the functions. Now you understand how to write the functions and the function calling method here. Okay, so in PHP we can pass the default argument value also. Okay, so for example, see, if I have the value like this in argument, I'm going to pass the default value. Okay, so for addition 10 plus 10, for a subtraction I'm going to plan for 10 minus 2. Okay, and for the multiplication I'm planning for 10 minus 3, 10 into 3. Okay, I pass the default argument value, not only for the integer. If we need to pass the default value for name, place, okay, age, for all type of values we can pass like this. In argument we need to pass it. So why I'm passing this variable num? So if I pass the invalid choice, okay, that is my choice value is what I given 30, right? So that 30 value is not there. Okay, it's printing automatically here invalid choice message. Okay, instead of that, see, I'm getting invalid choice. Okay, I need to print this message. Okay, instead of that I need to print the value for all the addition, subtraction, multiplication function. Okay, so in that time what I'm going to do, just I'm going to copy this and go to the invalid block, and after this invalid choice, print that all the echo message there. Okay, echo message here. See, my all the functions I called in invalid block. Okay, so here what I'm going to do, I'm not going to pass the value. Okay, we need to pass the argument value for that function. We have an argument, but I'm not passing the argument. Why? Because we are already having the default value here, right? If the choice is invalid, whatever the default value output we are having, that value output will print. Okay, like this way also we can write the code in PHP. See, 10 plus 10, 10 into 10 minus 2, 10 into 3, like that it will calculate default value output. If it is invalid choice, it will print. If it is valid choice, now see, if I pass the function argument as 1, this is a function calling method. From here only we are going to start the function. If it is 1, it will print proper output. Okay, if it is 2, it will print the second block output, second function output. 3, the third one. Okay, if I used invalid choice, this value is not available. So directly using that invalid message, including that invalid message, it will print the default argument value output for all the functions, addition, subtraction and multiplication. Like this way we can pass the argument value, and we can include the default argument value also here. Okay, so like this type of functions we can create it, and we are not supposed to complete all the code till this topic. Okay, see, I used if else condition here also. Okay, I already took the class for the if else. Okay, and here also I used in the same way. If you move on to the next topic, whatever the basics topics we covered, that topics also we are including in our new topics. Okay, so don't worry about that, and but you have to learn the previous sessions also, then only you can able to remember everything. Okay, then only you can able to write the code here. Okay, so now you understand the functions how to create in PHP. So we have two types of functions. One is void type function, return type function. In both we are having without argument, with argument. And here also we can create a without argument, with argument, and as well as we can pass the default argument also. Okay, not only in return type, in the, if you need to write a void type also you can try it. Void type I didn't return. So in practical session you can do it. Okay. Thanks for watching.